Hey Internet, it's RJ. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning into this show today. Now today is Sunday, so you know what that means. We're going around the net with all the news you can use in the week that was in credit and finance, and a lot to get to. So on the docket for today, we will touch in with Hyatt updating their award charts for 2024. We have the Discover It categories. We have the Wells Fargo business Signify line starting to take form, and from the rumors we're seeing, looking pretty promising. And stick around to the end because we are in March, and you channel faithfuls know what that means. That's right, the return of credit card madness is happening this week, so we will tease that out at the end of the show for those interested. But stick around, I think you're going to like it if you haven't played with us before. But of course, go ahead, press the subscribe button, and let's get to work. Now, we will lead off with Chase and Hyatt. It's really just Hyatt. I guess I just associate Chase and Hyatt so closely together. This is just a Hyatt story, of course, Chase implications. So every year, Hyatt comes out and they update their award chart. Their award chart basically says here, these are this property is X category, right? And of course, that has implications for redeeming points and probably more importantly, those award night certificates. That's primarily why people keep the Chase Hyatt card for the award night. Well, again, they've released it, and so you can take a look at this. Now, the whole thing is over for you at propelcontent.com, but again, you can see this chart is going to go into effect on March 26th, so anything booked prior to that will, of course, be at the current rate. Now, you're going to see 137 hotels move to a higher award category, and 46 will actually move down to a lower category. Now, again, as you can see, the award chart, they break it up by region, and I believe they even have an Excel file, like a Google doc, that you can actually use and filter, which is, pretty nice, to at least make it easy to find what you're looking for. Now, overall, yes, technically, anytime something goes up, devaluation, I think it's just more so yearly adjustments. They do this every year, so I don't know, I'm not super enraged about it when I see it, but yes, technically, it is a devaluation. The way to make it not a devaluation, in my opinion, would be, to also increase what counts for the award certificate, then it would kind of balance out. If you're moving some up, you move the reward certificate up a little bit, then it would be more fair, but they don't do that. So again, technically, yes, it is sort of a devaluation. So again, check out the list. Let me know which properties took the biggest hit. Hopefully none of your favorites moved. I doubt they moved down, but hopefully maybe they just stayed even level. So now another travel story, if you're going to Hyatt, you might be on a plane and you might be checking a bag. So this travel story is from Delta. Now this isn't official yet. It was more so a rumor that got picked up, got sent to us, and we saw it on TPG. But with Delta, if you check a bag and you go to the little carousel deal to pick it up, if it takes them more than 20 minutes to get the bag to you, then you are eligible to file a claim and get like 2,500 points per flight. It wasn't per bag, but just per flight. I believe it was just per flight. And, there's actually signs for this, too. Now, I've never really checked a bag myself. Gate check, sure, but I just really detest checking bags. We're just bringing too much stuff. But anyways, the rumor was that Delta was going to kill off this program for paying out points. It doesn't sound like much, but especially the people who travel a lot and check bags, there's people in the comments that get, 25, 30,000 miles, a year do this. You talk about both ways, they are back if you know to do it. I think these claims you would just submit, and it was like an instant approval on this. So the rumor was that they were going to get rid of this. TPG reached out. Of course, Delta was like, well, we haven't published anything. It's like, I know, that's why I'm reaching out. Because we heard about it and we want to try to confirm it. If you'd published it, I wouldn't have to call you, obviously. But press guys. So anyways, I just find it funny because it's like, how did that conversation internally at the conference room table go? It's like, we suck so much that we had to pay people 2,500 points a flight to keep them happy. But it's really getting expensive. So we're not going to improve. We're just going to continue to suck and be late, but not pay you anymore. Sounds like a winner, let's ship it. That's probably how that went, I would imagine. You know how these corporate conversations go. So if it does come to light, we'll talk about it. But it just, because they keep pushing people towards the credit cards to pay for the check bags. The check bag prices keep going up. We talked about that last week, actually, not with Delta, but with other airlines. So, again, back to the Hyatt deal. One's got to give. It just can't be always this and then taking away stuff. Eventually, the system's going to break, in my opinion. But anyways, not a real story, so we won't belabor the point. Now, but what is a real story is, again, we're in March, and that means Discover is putting out their calendar calendar for the next quarter, Q2 of 2024. So we've got some new 5X categories to take a look at for you Discover It Cash faithful out there. So of course this starts April 1st. So you got a month to go. Of course, April through June 30th, you are looking at 5% cash back on purchases made at gas stations and electric vehicle charging stations, which is an addition, plus home improvement stores and public transit. Of course, that's up to $1,500 per card in combined category. So overall, I mean, I like those. I mean, it's nice. I don't have an EV, but it's nice to see that EV charging is being added for folks. Home improvement is massive, especially in the springtime, and gas stations also, I think all around, I think those are pretty good categories, and you have a wide range, so it means in another 2 weeks when we're talking about the Chase 5X categories, it gives us, yes, there always could be some overlap. I wouldn't be surprised if Chase had gas going into the spring for spring break and road trips and stuff like that, but you still have home improvement and transit over there, and so again, when you see categories like that, like most of us, if you own a home or something, you won't even have to, game the system. But of course, home improvement stores do sell gift cards if you need them. Gas stations obviously sell gift cards. But between those, you homeowners and home project people, you should be able to max that organically as well. So anytime we see that, I think it's pretty good. But if that is not enough 5X for you, or you prefer your 5X back in the form of travel, well then Capital One has you covered, kind of, sort of. They are adding a new 5X category to the Venture line, so specifically the Venture X, the Venture X Business, the regular Venture Rewards, and the Spark Miles as well. They're adding 5X back on select entertainment booked through the Capital One portal. They have that entertainment section, So it would have been nicer if it was just like a broad entertainment section, but if you go to the Venture X, you can see Capital One Entertainment is what it's called, but cardholders can experience events across music, sports, and dining with exclusive access to pre-sale tickets and more, plus earn 5X on Capital One Entertainment purchases. So it's not like if you just bought your sporting event tickets directly, not going to do it, but if you go through the portal, then it's fine. I think it keeps the trend we're seeing going of cardholders doing more. I'm going to call it a combination of vertical integration and then, trying to, cross-sell products, right? I can't imagine people are just going to Capital One Entertainment without reason to, but adding 5X to a card, does help. So, I think it's worth checking out for sure and, comparing it. Hey, if the prices are even, then why not? We never really complain about new multipliers being added when they don't cost you anything. I'm not going to give you a ton of points for, just doing, kind of a cross-sell internally, but hey, it is something to take a look at. Now, something I also want to keep my eye on going forward, and that's the Wells Fargo relaunch. Last time we talked about the autograph journey, which should be coming in March if rumors come true. This time we have more details on the business line, which is the Signify side, and it's looking pretty interesting actually. So a lot of this was in combination from folks over at Reddit, but we'll take a look at this. So the card we're talking about is the Signify Cash credit card. No annual fee. Multiplier is going to be 2x back on all purchases. And the intro offer, the part that I'm excited about, is $500 back with $5,000 in spend within the first 3 months. Now, in addition to that, there are some other cards. There's something called the business card. It's got 1,000 bonus points for each monthly billing cycle that the company spends at least $1,000. Bonus points will post in the billing cycle after the $1,000 spend threshold is achieved. There's a business elite card. 5,000 bonus points for each monthly billing cycle that the company spends $10,000, and then business line to small business advantage MasterCard access card, which is 1,000 points per each monthly billing cycle that you spend at least $1,000 in as well. Other interesting points here, we do have the terms and conditions. It didn't look like having the old business platinum card would preclude you from this one, but again, if you had it, they are converting them over, so it just depends on which card they convert them over to. So there is that. I do think I saw something that said the points will expire, which is new. Normally they don't, but these terms are kind of like leaked out there, so I wouldn't go off of them 100% for sure until the card is actually out there. But overall, I think this is significant for a few reasons. One, it makes me happy to have another intro bonus to hit. $500 is a decent intro offer especially for a business card. And then the 2x back on a business card is also nice because most business cards, as you know, they stop and they hold the line at 1.5x back. The Amex Blue Business Cash, which I have and use as a business card, will punch up to 2x, but that is capped at $50,000 for the spend. Not necessarily a problem for most of us if you're trying to use it as a real business card, but to have an option as a business card that's finally punched up to 2x back and have it be Wells Fargo, no less. Again, I've been very hopeful and probably very high on the refresh on the personal and the business side. So those other business cards, I guess they sound more business focused as you can imagine, less multipliers and more, hey, every time you spend something, we'll give you some points back, which I could see, maybe someone being interested in. But the cash card seems to be the one to go to. So to see Wells Fargo coming out and saying, hey, we're going to be one of the first issuers to actually do the 2% uncapped on a business card is, I think, promising. Again, we'll have to see for sure, but I would definitely be, if this card holds true just for the intro offer alone, I will be picking it up because I just love intro offers. That's pretty much it. And if you wanted to keep it, I suppose you could as well, but overall, I'm excited to keep my eye on these. But, something that everyone should be excited about is the return of credit card madness. That's right. We are now in March, and every March here on the channel for the last 3 years, this is going to be the 4th year, I believe, that we're going to do this. We have credit card madness, and as the name suggests, it is a play on March Madness, which is played in college basketball. So what you have is 16 of the world's best credit cards as picked by you, the viewers at home, and they will compete in a winner-take-all fashion, single elimination round. So each round, will be through a Google form, and you guys get to vote on the head-to-head matchups to see who's going to advance. Now, the tournament will be a little bit different this year. I'm not going to get into it now. We'll do it on Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday is the day. We're going to change the schedule here. We're still going to be on Sundays, every Sunday with the news. Normally, the other show we do on the main channel is on Thursdays. We're going to move to Tuesdays for the month of March. Reason being, it just gives me enough time to get all the votes in. If you do, go live on Tuesday, let people vote. Then on the weekend, I can make the show. Then we're live for Tuesday. So that'll be the schedule. I'll put out a community post about it as well, so people know. But again, the Credit Card Madness tournament has been it's been a really fun thing for people to do here. It's just something different where we take a month out of the year, and instead of doing like our inch wide and a mile deep topics, we just have some fun. A bunch of card enthusiasts battling out in a fictitious tournament to crown the winner. The Venture X is the defending champion from last year, so that card will be the automatic 1 seed, and now we're going to see who can dethrone the Venture X, which is interesting because the Venture X has been in the news a lot. Will they? Won't they devalue it? And this, that, and the other. It also disrupted the Amex dynasty last year, so there is that. Will Amex come back with a vengeance? It's all up to you. Of course, we're going to have a new twist to it this year. It will be different. I think you're going to like it a lot, so definitely be sure to get subscribed because that is going to go live Tuesday. If you want to catch up on what happened last year on the channel homepage, there is a full playlist dedicated to the 2023 tournament. We'll get you all caught up there. But again, we're getting ready to go. So I'm super excited about it, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. Hope you guys give it a try and join us for the month of March to see who's going to be our new champion or our defending champion. But anyways, guys, that is going to do it for this one. So, of course, if you liked it, drop me a thumbs up down below. If you found it particularly interesting, consider subscribing to the channel because we're posting content just like this every single week. And, of course, right back here every Sunday with all the news you can use in the week that was in credit and finance. And, of course, as we said, every single day over on profitablecontent.com. That is the channel's blog. We not only have the latest news stories, of course, we have bank promotions, plenty of bank promotions, and of course, we have credit card offers. So if you want to get a jump start, support some of your credit cards in the tournament and financially and earn from them at the same time, well, then go ahead and check us out over there as well. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this one. So, of course, I hope to see you very soon on Tuesday for the tip-off of the tournament. Till then, take care.